Alright guys, so how's it going today? So, I'm working in the shop today. It's pretty freaking hot out. So, I don't plan on staying on here too long, but I guess I'm going to have you guys look up something for me or try to tell me where I can order this part from, because I'm not going to be able to salvage it. So, this come off the grain truck. Because I took the rad out, and well, those rads, the rad anyway, has these little insulator, or I don't know what you really want to call these stupid kind of things. This guy here, that's supposed to be some kind of a shock absorbing kind of, I don't really know what you call those stupid things, but that's not coming off that bolt because I don't know why. The other one come off just fine. Somehow that is like apparently welded on, or it's just so rusty that it's not coming off, and no matter what I do, I can't get it to come off. So I need to know where I can order those parts from. That rubber thing, or whatever the fuck it is, I don't really know what you call them, but I don't know if you can order them somewhere, or if anybody around here would sell them, and I don't even know what the hell these things are really called. There's some kind of a rubber mount, but this one's not going to come off this bolt, because I was going to replace this bolt because for one, the threads are all smashed and now they're really dicked, and yeah, so I found the bolt that I could use. So I have a new bolt sitting here that I can use, but I can't get the old one out, and I've done pretty much about everything I could think of besides taking some extreme heat to it, which I can't do anyway because I don't have no way of heating it. So, yeah, so I guess the grain truck's not going to get fixed anytime soon. I was really hoping to have that thing put back together like it should be. I want it to be fucking done before winter, because this truck's probably going to be most likely sitting all winter before I get to do anything with it. I was actually kind of hoping to have it up and running by fall, but if I got to fucking order a part all the time, I'm never going to get anywhere. I'm never going to get caught up. And I've been kind of behind because, so obviously I've been moving around bales. I'm done with that now, so I can, I can focus on the grain truck now. Well, I got one part that's holding me up now. So, I don't know if anybody around here sells those little things or not. I don't know what they're called exactly. Some kind of a rubber bushing, I guess, type of thing, but I don't know if anybody around here would sell it, or if I can buy them online somewhere. I don't really know, because it's it's getting annoying. Everything else comes apart, but I knew that there was going to at least be one thing that was going to have to ruin my day, and I think this is pretty much it. This is what's going to ruin it before I can get this truck up and running and moving. So, I don't know what the hell's wrong with that. That's apparently this is welded on there, or it doesn't look like it's welded, but it's obviously pretty fucking seized on there then or something. Because I've done pretty much everything I can. It's soaked in WD-40 overnight. I beat the piss out of it with a hammer and a chisel, and just to see if I can even get any freaking movement in it, and it's not even moving in a freaking inch. So why fuck with it when you could probably find another one somewhere, maybe a new one or something. But if you guys have any ideas where I can buy them online, because other than that, then I'm going to have to go fucking run around, ask people if they know where I can get these fucking parts from. So I have no clue what that really is called, besides some kind of rubber mount. It's the only thing I can think of is a rubber mount, but I can't get that off. So I don't know. Is that what they call them? I guess a rubber mount of some kind? I don't really know what the technical term is. I guess that's probably it. I know that the engines have rubber mounts, but maybe that's what this is too then, because it's got rubber around it, but it's got steel on the top, and it's not going to come out. So that's junk. So I gotta figure out where I can get one of those from. I don't know if anybody around here will sell that, or if there's a place online that sells stuff like that. Because you kind of need them. Otherwise, the engine's not going to really, nothing's going to sit right. So, but I don't know where you can order them from for online. I don't really know where. And I'm still got to go get the part for Big Red. I called that in, I think about a week or so ago, and every time I called, it wasn't in. And they're blaming the virus for slow shipping. So, I imagine it's in there now, but I'm not calling until whenever we decide to run south. Then if it's there, I'll pick it up. But it's been about a month now since Big Red's had that broken taillight. I'm trying to get that fixed too, but I'm waiting on fucking parts, and parts are taking forever. I was going to order it on the Polaris's website, but they don't have it in stock, so I just talked to my local repair shop, and they said they could order it, so they did. So, and here we are. That was probably a good 2 weeks ago. So, but they blame it on the virus, but the virus is pissing off a lot of things, so yeah, I'm breaking more shit than I can get fixed because things are just not going the way I want them to go. But 2020 has been kind of a fucking disaster anyway for everything. So, I don't know. I have no clue. And the other day, well, this would have started at 2 in the morning. We had a good little thunderstorm roll through here. It was more of an intense lightning storm than anything else. And about 2 o'clock, the power went out. And the power didn't come back on until like 6:30 in the morning. So, I'm guessing, I don't know, it was out for quite a while, so I'm guessing a tree must have fell on a power line or something and pulled it down, but I don't know, didn't get any sleep at all that damn night, so what can you do? So, and I just mowed my grass like 4 days ago, and I think I got to mow it again, because we got an inch of rain out of that, and now this is going to take off like freaking mad, so, but, I don't know, just kind of getting tired of working on shit and not getting anywhere, so I don't know. I guess if anybody knows where I can buy these stupid things online, I don't even know. I guess maybe you can tell from the hole size. I don't really know what that is, so. But some kind of a rubber mount, I guess. But you need them, so. And like I said, the other one come off just fine. That's still sitting in the grain truck, waiting to go back on. And I got one that wants to fight now, and I'm not gonna be able to save that. So I'm gonna have to find one, I guess. Don't know, because I want to be done. I want this thing fucking at least running on its own power by wintertime, because we're not going to be able to do anything with it. Because it's bad enough because we're going to have to move it somewhat anyway, because I got to be able to get under it and dump the oil out. Got to figure out what kind of oil that truck takes, because I have no freaking clue. I think it was the oil filter I looked at. That is not a typical oil filter. That's not what you see nowadays. It looks like some kind of a paper filter. Like, I don't know, it was not normal. It's whatever they used back in those days, but it ain't what you see today. So I don't really know if you can get them filters anywhere or not. That filter looked okay, like it doesn't need to be changed. But I mean, at some point it'll have to be changed. But I don't know. The oil needs to be changed on that, because it's got diesel fuel and stuff mixed with it, so you can't really run that. And then I gotta run to the gas station. I gotta have them order me a 6-volt battery. I gotta get spark plugs. And then I don't know what else to do besides put the fuel in the fuel tank, and I don't know if these have a fuel pump on them or not, but wherever the hell it is, I don't know. It does have a fuel bowl, because that's down at the bottom on the side of the frame, which I'm never going to get to because the way the truck is sitting in the ground, you're never going to get to it. So I don't know. I don't know what condition the fuel tank's in because I'm not taking the fuel tank off. It's just, I mean, unless it's got a problem, you know, like it starts leaking or something like that, then it's going to have to come off. Then I'll have to, I think I've seen some fuel tank seals. Like you just pour it in the tank. It's like glue pretty much. You pour it in your tank and you kind of just, you know, shake the tank a little bit and then it'll fill in the holes. Some kind of a sealant, I guess, for fuel tanks. But it'll obviously have to be clean too, but I don't really want to clean it. So I'll rather just see if the fuel pump, if it has a fuel pump, I'll rather just see if the fuel pump can suck it up and then push it out, but I don't know. I just want to put the truck back together at least before winter. But that little rubber mount thing is stopping me from completing this. I already put the rad's back in place, but obviously it's not mounted to nothing. It's just sitting there. I put the fan back on. I put the belt back on. The motor's pretty much put back together. I got to put all the heater lines and stuff back on because all that's been disconnected because it was in my way. And yeah, put air in the tires and I guess whatever else I need to do. So, and I gotta get some coolant, but I can get that anywhere. I got some stuff now, but I don't really want to use that because that's for the tractor, and I don't know if they even make that stuff anymore. They might, but I haven't gotten any at the hardware for quite a while, so they might have something different. But I got to run a certain type of antifreeze in my tractor because if I don't, then it seems to leak out. This stuff is not leaking out, but the other stuff that was in there before, it always pissed out. I don't know why, especially in the wintertime. So either it was the wrong type of antifreeze in there, or it just wasn't meant to be in that tractor in the wintertime. I don't know, but stuff I'm using works just fine. So unless the mixture was off too, it could have been off. Maybe it was more water than antifreeze, or maybe it was more antifreeze than water. I don't know. We use a 50-50 mix, so that usually always works for us. So I don't know. So I guess if anybody has any ideas of where I can order those, I guess they're rubber mounts of some kind. So I don't know if anybody around here would sell them or not. I'm not really too sure. I guess I could talk to, well, I know I had to go. They'd probably have to order it. I don't know. But I know that I went to the one place there where my bank's at in that town because I lost a few of those little bolts to put the fan back on. So I went to the hardware to see if he had something that tiny, and he says, no, you got to go to an auto repair shop to get them type of bolts. So I went to the one that he recommended, and they had the bolts, but I don't know if they would sell those rubber mounts. They could probably get them, but I don't know really what the specs are on that. I don't know what size hole that is. I have no clue. I don't have a book on this, so you know, I don't know. But it's not coming off this. And this is not even a bolt. This is just like some kind of a threaded rod they used because they couldn't find a bolt or something. But I guess whatever, it got rusted on and it's not coming off. So I don't know. If any of you guys have any ideas, I guess where I can order those things or something, I don't know. Let me know, I guess. Because other than that, I'm just going to have to fill it with a bunch of washers. That's all I can do, I guess. Is just put a bunch of washers in there, and that'll just have to be its own little, mount, I guess. That's really all I can do. Because I'm not going to go run 6 hours different directions to find a fucking part that I could just avoid and just use a bunch of damn washers then, It's not worth it. It's not worth the freaking time. So either that, or I decided to fuck with it and just put a bunch of washers on to begin with. But then I'm going to run out of washers because I only got so many certain sizes because I got to run to the hardware and get more. I'm actually This is my last one for this size, so I gotta keep this, take this in and go to the hardware and get more of those. And, yeah. So, either, I guess if you guys know where I can order that thing from, let me know. If not, then I will just fill it up with some washers, and it'll have one rubber mount, and the other one will just be all filled up with washers and nuts, I guess. That's really all I can do. I don't really have an option, so I'm not driving super far away to get parts. I'll either order them online, but if I can't, I only have a limited amount of dealers that I can go to that possibly could get that for me. So, but other than that, I wouldn't know where else to do. I don't know what else to do then. I'm just kind of at a loss right now. So, trying to figure it out, but I don't know. Because I have no clue. I think that's a rubber mount, but I'm not really sure. Or rubber isolator. I don't really know. Well, probably not that. I don't really know. I'm not a mechanic. I don't work on cars, so I have no fucking clue. I'm learning as I'm going here. Any other bit of information you guys can puke out my way definitely helps. So, because I'm not a mechanic. So I'm learning as I go, and yeah. But I would like a running grain truck by fall. I mean, if we could at least get it running and can move it, that'd be nice. Another thing somebody has to tell me too, and I think Rusty could probably tell me this one. Where is the dipstick for the transmission? Because on my truck, I cannot find it. I have no clue where the fuck it is. Because you look at all the vehicles nowadays, you have two dipsticks. You got one for the engine and you got one for the transmission, and they're usually under the hood. I looked in this truck, I only see one, and that's for the engine. I don't see a second dipstick anywhere. Because I don't know if the transmission even has oil. If it don't have oil, I'm not going to run it. Now, getting transmission oil will not be an issue because there's plenty of places here that sell transmission oil. I've actually already bought in a couple of bottles. But that was for when I was trying to unseize the engines. So I know where to get transmission oil. I can get plenty of that. But where the hell is the dipstick for that freaking thing so I can check the level? Is there a dipstick, or do I just have to just keep adding oil until it runs out? So, or do I have to pull the seat out and pull the floor out to inspect that? It's like, I don't know. And I looked behind the truck, like behind the cab, I thought maybe there'd be a stick sitting there or something. I don't really see nothing hanging out. I don't know. I'm at a loss for that too, because I don't have a book on this fucking truck, so I don't know where any of the service points are at on this truck. I can order a book. It'll cost me like $50 or $60 for a fucking book, and that it's just an operator's manual. It's not really a parts book. That's what I kind of need too. I need a damn part book on this truck, but they're so fucking expensive. It's ridiculous. I got to get another one, I think, for the tractor, the 1586, to have another one out. It shows more about the engine and the transmission and stuff like that. But I think that was like almost a $200 book. So I don't know. So trying to get parts for the truck too is kind of, or a parts book for the truck is kind of expensive. I don't have all this type of money to pull out of my ass, so I don't know. I know one place, I know that AJ recommended to go there to get parts for a couple things, and I looked on their website and they did sell an operator's manual for the truck, so I might order that, but that was kind of an expensive item. But it's just, the money's not there right now, and I can only do this stuff once a month because that's the only when I get paid, and this truck money is getting freaking delayed even more, because that would be nice to have to help pay for this as well. So, but it's just, they keep freaking delaying it. It's delayed now until September. So, I don't fucking know. It's getting to the point where, if I don't get the fucking money, fuck it. I don't really care anyway. So, because it's just, they keep freaking delaying it. So I was like, well, you know what? It's not worth it then. If you're going to keep delaying it, you know, screw it. I don't really need the fucking money anyway. I'm doing just fine without it. It's just that it's nice money to have. You know, it helps pay debt. This one will help pay a couple of bills. And then put it away, I guess. Help invest for like a snowblower or something later on. You know, it does help. But when you're not getting it, it doesn't do me any good. So I need the money in order for it to help me out in life. So other than that, it's got to come out of my regular paychecks, and that's limited too. Ugh, freaking bugs. So I don't know. When we get it, we get it. But if we don't, we don't. Get the hell off me. I don't know what the hell that was. Danny Longleg, I think. So I don't know. It's just kind of getting freaking old. But of course, a truck that's so damn old too, you gotta expect problems, because this thing hasn't probably been touched since, well, what, 1986? I think that's when it was last driven. So that's when it was parked. So it's been sitting all these years and nobody's done a damn thing to it. This is like the first time since then it's been tinkered with. And supposedly it's supposed to have an engine problem, but I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to really know until it's freaking running. So, but, I mean, if it's got some kind of a little problem, it's most likely fixable, but I don't know. It's going to have to run like that for a while. So, I don't know. But I guess if any of you guys know where I can find more parts for these damn things, or where I can find that part at, or at least tell me where I could be looking, let me know. Like I said, if I do have a couple, you know, auto repair shops in town, but I don't know if they can order, I don't know if they would have this in stock, you know, and I have no clue. So, but this was okay, like it wasn't mangled like this, but trying to beat the fucking thing off, it just started destroying it, so everything's destroyed on it, so there's no saving it. So I can't get it off the damn bolt anyway, so I can't save it. Can't reuse it like I wanted to. You know. So, and I imagine that part's not going to be cheap either if you freaking order. I imagine that'll be like a fucking $30 part. Because they rip you off. I got a part coming from Polaris. You know, it's a socket for my taillight. It's like this big and that big. $36. And it's just a fucking chunk of plastic. I can't imagine what that'll cost. Probably cost me like $50. So, but yeah, if you guys know of any places where I can order these things online, if not, then I guess I'll just make a couple of runs to a couple of auto repair shops and see if they can find me one or order me one or something. I don't know. So, because other than that, if that's not an option, then I'm just going to use a bunch of damn washers, because I want this truck up and running by fall. Because I just want it to be. I want to get somewhere. I want to get something actually done for once. So, because the truck's going to have to come here at some point anyway. Yeah, it's going to have to come to the shop because I have to cut the bed apart. I got all those little bands or whatever you call them that hold the wood on. They're done. There's no saving them. So I can't get the bolts out because they used I think they call them a hex bolt or something. It's where the square part of the bolt is actually in the thing that you're trying to bolt it to. It's not like a regular bolt. Well, can't get a wrench on it really, and the holes are rounded out, so the bolts just sit there and fucking spin, so you can't do anything about it. So the only thing I can do is everything's going to have to get cut off and completely rebuilt. I'm just going to have to put the wood together and make my own, I guess, slots or whatever those stupid things are called. I'll just get some of that, I guess, try to find them or make my own, you know. And I guess just pray that the wood stays on like that, because there's nothing I can do about it, because I have nowhere no clue where to buy these type of parts, and you probably can't even find them anyway. So I'm not really sure. I haven't even been looking because there's no sense, because I figured, oh, you're not going to find them anyway. And if you do, well, you'll probably have to modify them because they might be longer than what you really need, which won't be a problem. I can cut them shorter, but just to find them, you know. So, but I don't know. Anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off. If anybody knows where I can find that stupid part, this stupid, whatever this thing's called, some kind of a rubber mount insulator thing, I don't know. I guess, let me know then. Give me a link to the website or something. So, whoops. I gotta take this to the house because I need this, so remember to take that, stay there. So yeah, so anyways, guys, I guess I will take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.